Welcome. Tonight, we'll drift gently through the wonders of our universe. As you listen, allow your mind to float among stars, planets, and distant galaxies. Breathe slowly, feel your body relaxing, and let these peaceful facts carry you gently towards sleep. Let your imagination expand as we explore the calm, quiet mysteries of space. The sun is so large that about 1 million Earths could fit inside it. Imagine tiny Earths floating silently within the glowing sphere, each spinning slowly, warmed by the sun's steady light. 1 million of them, suspended in a calm, fiery ocean, moving gently together. The sun contains about 99.86% of the total mass of our entire solar system. Nearly all the planets, moons, asteroids, and comets are held in its gentle gravitational embrace, moving in slow, harmonious orbits, like dancers in a calm, cosmic ballet. Its steady pull keeps the solar system serene and balanced. If the sun were the size of a typical front door, Earth would be about the size of a small marble. The marble would circle the door slowly and steadily, perfectly safe in its orbit, drifting in a calm, spacious void. The asteroid belt between Mars and Jupiter contains millions of rocks, yet they're so spread out that spacecraft can pass through safely. Each rock drifts quietly in space, like tiny islands floating in a vast, silent ocean, barely noticing one another. Light from the sun takes about 8 minutes to reach Earth, traveling across 93 million miles of empty space. Each photon drifts patiently through the void, traveling steadily, quietly, arriving just in time to warm our days and brighten our skies. And now, let's drift gently toward the planets of our solar system. A day on Venus is longer than a year on Venus. It spins so slowly that the sun moves only slightly across its sky. Imagine the long shadows stretching over thick clouds, moving with unhurried grace, bathing the surface in a soft, golden light. Jupiter's Great Red Spot is a storm that has been raging for more than 300 years. A swirl of reddish clouds moves endlessly in a calm, mesmerizing pattern, powerful yet serene, spinning gently in the vast, silent expanse of space. Saturn could float in water because it is less dense than liquid water. Picture a golden planet, its rings floating and bobbing in an invisible ocean, gliding slowly, perfectly balanced, serene, and calm. Now, let's drift farther out to the stars and galaxies beyond. There are more stars in the universe than grains of sand on all the beaches on Earth. Each star is a tiny, flickering point of light, scattered across the infinite sky, distant yet constant, shimmering softly in the quiet of the cosmic night. Neutron stars are so dense that a teaspoon of their material would weigh billions of tons. Imagine holding a single teaspoon of star stuff carrying the weight of an entire galaxy, compressed into a tiny, invisible point of incredible density. Some stars, called BPM 37093 or Lucy, are made mostly of crystallized carbon, essentially giant diamonds in space. Picture sparkling gems suspended in the darkness, glittering silently, floating slowly across the cosmic void. A single light year is about 6 trillion miles, a distance almost impossible to imagine. Light drifts patiently, crossing immense stretches of empty space, taking years, decades, or even centuries to travel, moving quietly through the infinite darkness. Some galaxies are moving away from us faster than the speed of light, because space itself is expanding. The universe stretches gently, carrying entire galaxies along, like soft ripples moving slowly across an endless, calm ocean. The Hubble Space Telescope has taken pictures of galaxies over 13 billion years old. Each image is a glimpse into the distant past, a quiet story of light that has traveled almost the entire age of the universe, arriving softly to our waiting eyes. One day, the stars we see in the night sky will disappear as galaxies drift farther away, beyond our view. Slowly, imperceptibly, the cosmos will change. Yet the universe remains calm, steady, and timeless, a gentle lullaby of stars fading into the distance. A cloud of alcohol called W3OH drifts in space, stretching over 1,000 times the distance between the Earth and Sunday. It floats silently, a reminder of the vast emptiness and gentle, infinite scale of the universe, drifting slowly without disturbance. Now, let's explore some of the fascinating rules and physics of space. In a vacuum of space, water instantly boils and freezes at the same time. Imagine droplets suspended in empty space, caught perfectly between two extremes, frozen and vaporized simultaneously, hovering quietly in perfect stillness. If two pieces of metal touch in space, they fuse together, a process called cold welding. It's a quiet, surprising reminder of how materials behave differently without air or gravity, gently bonding in the silent void. Astronauts grow a little taller in space because gravity no longer compresses their spines. Their bodies stretch slowly, floating freely, weightless and relaxed, drifting gently in the quiet void. The moon slowly drifts away from Earth at about 1.5 inches per year, a tiny, steady motion, almost imperceptible, yet constant, like a quiet heartbeat echoing through space. The footprints on the moon will remain for millions of years, untouched by wind or rain. They rest quietly on the soft, powdered surface, small traces of human presence frozen in time, unmoving, silent. Black holes are invisible, but we can see their presence by how they bend light around them. These cosmic mysteries are patient and silent, gently shaping the space around them, invisible yet powerful, quietly holding the universe together. Let's now turn to human exploration and the incredible technology that carried us to the stars. The International Space Station circles Earth every 90 minutes, giving astronauts 16 sunrises and sunsets each day. Imagine the gentle rhythm of dawn and dusk, repeating endlessly, a soft cosmic lullaby across the sky. The Apollo guidance computer that helped land astronauts on the moon in 1969 had less computing power than a modern digital watch, yet it guided humans safely across 240,000 miles of space. A tiny, quiet machine accomplishing something immense, a testament to human ingenuity and precision. NASA famously spent millions developing the Fisher space pen, which could write in zero gravity, while Soviet cosmonauts simply used pencils. Even small inventions can make a huge difference, floating quietly in the vast, silent reaches of space, helping humans touch the moon. In space, even something as simple as crying is completely different. Without gravity to pull tears down, they gather into small, glimmering spheres of water that float gently around an astronaut's face. These tiny balls cling until they are carefully wiped away, reminding us how even the most ordinary actions on Earth behave in unexpected ways beyond our planet. Astronauts lose muscle and bone strength in microgravity because their bodies no longer have to fight the pull of Earth. To stay healthy, they exercise for nearly 2 hours every day using specialized treadmills, stationary bicycles, and resistance machines, all carefully designed to simulate weight and keep their muscles strong despite floating in zero gravity. Space has its own unique smell. Astronauts returning from a spacewalk often notice a distinct scent clinging to their suits, described as a mixture of burnt steak, ozone, and metallic sparks. Scientists believe this aroma comes from atoms reacting after being exposed to the vacuum of space, a reminder that space is full of unfamiliar sensations even beyond sight. Eating in space is an entirely different experience. Crumbs and liquids don't fall to the floor. They float, drifting slowly in every direction. This means food must be sticky, bite-sized, or stored in sealed pouches to prevent them from getting into delicate equipment or an astronaut's eyes, turning even a simple meal into a carefully choreographed activity. Velcro is everywhere aboard a spacecraft. Pens, notebooks, food packets, cameras, and even laptops are attached to walls with strips of Velcro, ensuring nothing floats away and that astronauts can always keep their tools close at hand. It may seem small, but this simple invention keeps life in zero gravity organized and safe. Sleeping in orbit is a calm, almost floating experience. Astronauts zip themselves into individual sleeping bags that are tethered to walls or ceilings, preventing them from drifting around the cabin. With a gentle rocking motion from the orbiting station, it is a strange but peaceful way to rest, suspended hundreds of miles above Earth. A spacesuit is a miniature spacecraft of its own. Beneath its thick outer layers, astronauts wear a cooling garment made of tiny tubes filled with water. This system carries heat away from the body, keeping them comfortable during physically demanding spacewalks, while every layer protects against temperature extremes, micrometeorites, and the vacuum of space. But astronauts don't just live differently. Their journeys into space inspired inventions that quietly shape everyday life on Earth. The scratch-resistant coating on modern sunglasses was first designed for astronaut helmets. It shields visors from tiny, high-speed space particles, ensuring that astronauts can see clearly even when hurtling through space at thousands of miles per hour. Today, that same technology protects our eyes from sunlight and scratches on a sunny day. Memory foam, now a common comfort in mattresses and pillows, was originally developed by NASA to cushion astronauts during rocket launches. By absorbing and evenly distributing force, it protected astronauts from the tremendous vibrations of takeoff, and eventually it became a revolutionary way for people on Earth to sleep more comfortably. Satellite navigation, or GPS, began as a way to track rockets and satellites precisely in orbit. What was once used exclusively to guide astronauts safely through space now allows billions of people to navigate cities, oceans, and roads every day with astonishing accuracy. Recycling water is crucial in space, where every drop counts. NASA developed sophisticated filtration systems capable of purifying and reusing almost all liquid, including moisture from astronauts' breath. Similar technologies now help provide clean water in remote areas and disaster zones on Earth. Fire-resistant fabrics and firefighter suits are a direct result of research for space missions. Materials designed to shield astronauts from extreme heat during rocket launches and re-entry now save lives on Earth, keeping those who battle flames much safer than before. Solar panels, common on rooftops today, were originally created to power satellites in orbit. They convert sunlight into electricity far from any power grid, a technology that has since transformed renewable energy and made solar power accessible to homes and businesses around the world. Even seemingly small inventions, like the Fisher space pen that writes in zero gravity, remind us how the necessities of space travel push innovation forward. Simple ideas developed for astronauts often ripple outward, improving life in ways we take for granted every day. Beyond the clever inventions, the universe itself holds mysteries far larger and stranger than anything we've yet imagined. Dark matter makes up most of the universe, yet it cannot be seen or touched. Scientists infer its existence from its invisible gravitational pull, which holds galaxies together like a cosmic skeleton. It's an unseen force shaping everything, reminding us how much of reality remains hidden from the naked eye. Even stranger than dark matter is dark energy, a mysterious force that seems to push the universe apart faster and faster. It stretches space itself, carrying galaxies away from each other at ever-increasing speeds, defying our ordinary understanding of motion and distance. Rogue planets drift silently through space without a star to orbit. Cold, dark, and invisible except for the faintest glow, these lonely wanderers traverse the galaxy, unbound and free, showing that not all planets live under the warm gaze of a sun. Some stars die in violent hypernovas. For a brief instant, a single star can outshine billions of others, releasing more energy than our sun will emit over its entire 10 billion-year lifetime. The brilliance is so intense that it can be detected across billions of light years. Near a black hole, time itself slows down. An astronaut approaching the edge of one would experience time far more slowly than anyone observing from a safe distance. This effect, predicted by Einstein, is not just theoretical. It's a tangible reminder of the strange, elastic nature of space-time. Gamma ray bursts are the brightest explosions in the universe. In mere seconds, they emit more energy than the sun will produce in 10 billion years, a fleeting yet awe-inspiring spectacle in the cosmic darkness. The universe is filled with staggering extremes, from stars millions of times more massive than the sun to planets smaller than our moon. These contrasts remind us that the cosmos is as varied and surprising as life itself. While these cosmic wonders inspire awe, our own planet holds mysteries and marvels that make Earth a rare and precious home in the vastness of space. Earth is unique in the solar system because liquid water covers most of its surface. The oceans, rivers, and lakes provide a cradle for life, creating a vibrant, dynamic world unlike any other known planet. The moon stabilizes Earth's tilt, preventing extreme wobbles that could trigger catastrophic climate swings. Without it, seasons might be unpredictable, and life on our planet could face harsh and volatile conditions. Earth's magnetic field is invisible but vital. It shields us from deadly solar radiation, guiding charged particles toward the poles where they create the dancing auroras, a visual reminder of the planet's protective embrace. Life on Earth is carbon-based, but scientists speculate that alien life could use completely different building blocks, such as silicon, leading to forms and chemistries that might seem utterly alien to us. As you rest, imagine drifting among these stars, planets, and distant galaxies. The universe is vast, silent, and timeless. Let your mind float slowly through the endless night, and allow these gentle facts to carry you into a peaceful, restful sleep.